And welcome along and welcome back to No Man's Land. And look at this. Our field of barley is ready to harvest. So today's the day. We're going to be getting on to the harvest and getting our combine and getting everything set up. And speaking of getting everything set up, the first thing we need to do is get ourselves the silo down. So we're going to put the silo in here, as I mentioned before. So we need to move this equipment out of the way so that we can get the silo in place. We also need to get the front loader off this tractor, along with the weight off the back. So we're going to be doing those bits as well. Let's go down into reverse and go to high. We need to reconfigure our trailer. We've got a lot to do today, so hopefully we're going to get through most of it fairly quickly and get the combine and get everything set up. It's detach the hoses on this. So I'm not looking to do any forestry for a while. There have been a few people who, not last video, because as I record this, the last video hasn't actually gone live yet. But the previous video, there are a few people who commented and say, oh, you know, we don't like that you're doing forestry. We kind of want you to stick to, as you were saying before, and trying to do it arable-wise. And I actually do agree with that. I think that one of the nice things about this series should be that we don't do things in exactly the same way as everybody else has been doing everything on this map. So, there's not going to be any forestry for a little while. We've got a little bit of clearing up to do in our woodlands. We need to take the stump grinder and go and get rid of a few bits and pieces and some bits like that. But in general, I'm not going to be doing any forestry. I'm not looking to cut any trees down for a while. We might replant some and do a bit of that. But yeah, not planning on doing anything like cutting trees down to raise money or anything like that. We should be in a position going forwards now where we make enough money from our crops to actually fund the farm. We've got 5 fields and it should be plenty. We only have one bit of kit I think still left to buy, which is the mulcher. So as soon as we can buy that, we'll be in a good position there. I'm just gonna plonk all of these around here. There we go. This is eventually where our bigger barn, I think, is going to be. And that then will be an equipment shed in there. But all of this stuff is a little bit in the way here. And this is a nice little corner where we'll be able to put our... There we go. Where we'll be able to put our grain store that's nice and easily accessible to our tractor and everything like that, and yeah, should be quite good. So I'm just moving all of this stuff out of the way. Let's lower that so that we can get this done, and then once we're clear from here with this, and we'll be able to place this down, and this will be yeah, the first of our purchases today. We then need to get the trailer up to the workshop at the shop, because we don't have a workshop here. I don't think I have enough money to actually get a workshop here. What we might do is leave the trailer till last, and if I have enough money to add a workshop in here somewhere, then we'll give that a go. Detach the hoses, lower it down, and disconnect it. There we go. Right, so that is that area cleared off. Let's get building our grain store. So the grain store is located under silos, and right at the end here, it's 8,000. I don't think there's another one. 63,000. That's a hayloft anyway. Everything else is well out of our price range on here. So we're going to be putting this in here. Let's spin it around. Now we can put it on that slab there like that, or like this. I think I'm actually going to put it round this way. Like so. I think that fits in with the yard a bit better. And means that it's something that we can back the trailer up to here. And yeah, Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So we'll put that there. There we go. So that is our grain store. It's rather an old looking grain store and something that we... Oh, wow. I like that. So this is the grain store that comes with the map. I love that it's a little bit wonky. That's really cool. So one day we might be able to upgrade this grain store, but for now, this should be fine. I think it holds about 200,000 litres, so that's good. So what I'm going to do now is hook up to this trailer here, and I think we'll go and have a look at our combine and get that back here. Either way, we're going to have to do something with this tractor and trailer. So we're down at the shop. And we're going to go and see the lady behind here. Oh, she's gone again. And we're looking for something under the harvesters. Specifically this. John Deere 4400 for 21,765. So it's going to leave us with just under 10,000 this. But I want the 1977 edition for no other reason other than, yeah, I was born that year. No difference, I don't think, by changing the gas pipes. So, yeah. Don't think it alters anything. So, we'll go with the diesel. We'll go with the diesel tool exhaust. Wheel setup, four-wheel drive or standard. I'm going to go with the standard. And no, this combine does not have GPS. It is way too old. If you're looking for this combine, if you want to get this downloaded for your game, it's PC only. There is a link to it on King Mods. Go check it out there. We are going to buy this now for 21,765. And do you know what I haven't done? Oh, I didn't check whether it was available in the used vehicles, but it's not, so that's all fine. We need a header to go along with it. And I'm actually going to save myself a little bit of cash. I think last time I talked about getting this one, which is the 2180. But 218. I think I'm going with 215. It's not very wide. It's 4.5 meters, but we don't have very large fields here, and we have plenty of time to get our harvest done. So yeah, we'll go with the smaller header. I can always upgrade it later, I think. But just in case, and oh wow, okay, so we've got early model fingers and late model fingers. I think we're going to go with the early model fingers version of this one. So yeah, we'll go with that. Let's buy that as well. And then, yeah, all our hard work has paid off, and we've got our little combine looking really quite nice. I like this a lot. Right, let's start her up. Oh, that is a nice sounding combine. I've got an old picture from around the time when this combine would be available on my dad's farm of a John Deere combine. And I'm just wondering if it's one of these. If it was this era of combine, or whether these were available in the 1970s in the UK, I'd really love to know, because if it is, this is quite cool. I'm gonna have to get the photo out and check it and see. But yeah, that would be awesome if this is the combine that my dad had on the farm when I was born. Would be exceptionally cool. One thing this combine is not is fast. Well, that took a little while to get back to the shop. Back from the shop to the farm. It is 2 minutes past 10 though. Or 3 minutes past 10. And we are in position. Now, do I need to unfold this? Let's have a look. No, so there's no unfolding on this, which isn't that surprising. So we can turn it on. No, we must have a PTO to attach. Right, here we go. So attach power takeoff. There we go. No pipes to attach. No. So let's give this a whirl now. Lift it up. Start it up. There we go. Right. And down. And in we go. And look at that. There we are. So I can't remember how big the tank is on this. We'll see how we're going. We're getting a pretty good setup off here. I think we're going to do 3 headlands. 3 headlands should be quite good. And then we could swath 3 headlands together as well. So I think I'm going to try that. But yeah, this is working a treat. This is a cracking little mod. Really is. We've got a reasonably large grain tank on this combine as well. We are at 37%, 38% at 2,500 litres. That is really reasonably sized. Yeah, to be only 40% full on a small combine going around this field, that is quite something. I didn't expect this. I was kind of expecting us to have to maybe empty the combine. I think when we get into our bigger fields, that will probably be the case, that we will need to get that we'll need to empty it halfway through. But certainly this is handling these fields and this setup for this field very, very nicely. Not causing me any issues at all. We've done the first round around the field without, with our auger in, and that's worked really well. So now I want to go and do the second, and I think what we're going to find is we're going to make it all the way around this field again and not be looking to empty it until we come back and finish and look to do our 3rd headland. That is really good. It either says that we've not got anywhere near the yield I want off this field, or that this combine is perfectly suited to what we want to do on this farm and how we're looking to work. The dust coming off this is quite thick. It does make it a little bit hard to see, and I've got the Beware of Straw mod running. So yeah, it's if I catch any of the straw with my header, it destroys it. So I'm trying to avoid doing that. And it means that I'm being a little bit more cautious as to exactly when and where I'm putting the header on the combine down. But as I said before, it is running very nicely on this field. It is keeping... it's working the crop really, really well. What we're going to have to do in a minute is reconfigure our trailer, but because we have nearly £4,000 left, we should be able to put in a workshop of sorts today. So I'm gonna, when we get to a full tray or a full combine, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna go and get our trailer reconfigured and put a workshop in. I think we're going to put it at the side of our shed, and that should work fairly well for us. There we go. Now look at that. We are at 88% off 2 headlands, and that is quite a lot of grain in that back tank. There we go. Yeah, being careful not to destroy our very precious straw, because of course we'll make money off the straw on this field as well as the actual crop itself. So we're going to bale all of this and our other barley field up and make the money out of that. I think we're going to stop though along the back here to empty. There we go. And then into here. I do notice a little bit of an issue with the sound files on this. I don't know if you guys heard that just then, but with the engine sound cutting out ever so slightly. Right, auger out. And we'll stop when we get to a nice full tank. So interestingly, this holds about as much as the TX by the looks of things. Yeah, 6,600. There we go. Whoa, let's not drive into our crop. So yeah, 6,540 litres we have in here. So that's good. let's go and deal with our tractor. So what do we need to do? We need to get our tractor and trailer over here. Can I pick this up? Yeah, it's light enough for me to pick up our fuel tank, so that's good. Because I want to put in an area here that I can work with. So we'll go into construction, and under tools, we've got a few options here. So I've got 1,000 for this, which is a repair area, which I don't really want to put in. Or we've got 1,000 for this, which is a great little repair area. And what I'd like to do is put this one here, like so. And that will then leave us space to add maybe a cleaner pressure washer as well. So that then puts all of our tools over that way and gives us puts us in a good position for that. We want to have about 12,000 litre capacity on this trailer if we can. So let's see what this what we can get this up to. Back that into the space there. Right, there we go. Had to move the trailer out a little bit. Lots of stuff in the local area, but we are going to customize the trailer. That's 4,000, 8,000, 12,000 at that. Hopefully our combine will get over the top of it. And I'm just going to alter the number plate because it's slightly wrong. VF001 is the car. I want it to be 2, which is the tractor. There we go. And customize. No! Oh, okay. We can do it. We can do the 8,000 litre capacity for 2,000. So, actually looks better, but we're only going to be able to get a 1.5 loads off our combine because our combine holds way more than I was expecting it to. But at least we're able to do this fairly well. Yep, and get our harvest going. It just means that we'll have to make a few more trips, which is not a huge problem. And that then needs the manual unloads because that's what we have on here. So, yeah, let's get it going. Oh, no. There we go. Let's empty it out. Like the rest of things with this combine, it's not a very fast auger, but that has emptied things out. So let's start her up again. And away we go. Managing not to clip the trailer with our header, which makes me very happy. But yeah, we'll get one more headland out of this. And then we're going to cut pretty much right down the middle of the field. Because that will then allow us to work our way out and probably get another full tank off here, I think. I think we'll get another full tank off here. If we're lucky, we'll get 2, but I'm not sure that there is that much available on here. There we go. It's taken about, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 rows to fill the combine. When you take the headlands into account, maybe 8. So yeah, I think we've probably got just over that left on here. We definitely haven't got twice that. So yeah, I reckon we've got maybe another full tank off here. So I've finished the headland. We are gonna try and cut straight in here now, preferably without taking any of the headland straw out. And then I'll try and get myself nice and straight to go up the field. I'm slightly over to the right so that we can hopefully open this up and take a few rows to do that. Yeah, should be about right. We're already 30% full though, based around that, so that's really good news. And we'll probably empty out. I think we can do about half a tank. So I'm going to empty out when I get half full. That means we should have enough left at the end of the row, or at the end of the field, to cover everything. And yeah, we should only have to empty into the trailer once more. So down we go again. In, and yeah, this little combine has been an absolute joy to use today. I'm very, very pleased with it. I don't know whether we'll get on to the second barley field today. We have so much time to get this harvest done, and I'm just really relishing it. I'm enjoying this little combine. It's utterly fantastic. Combine is 50% full, so let's put the auger out. Jump in our tractor here, and we'll just get this emptied so that we are oh wow, yeah, we haven't even got 50%. I think this is gonna be more than enough for this trailer. So bring this round and we'll empty this out and get it all nicely done. There we go. So into our combine and empty it out. Perfect. Turn my combine off. Yeah, just get that trailer full. There we go. Now we can go and tip this, and yeah, first 8,000 litres of barley off the farm. This is our first crop. This is what we have been working towards for nearly a year. Oh no, we've got rain on the way. Right, so yeah, we need to get this field finished today, and I think I want to get the straw baled up as well. Ideally, we don't want wet straw, so with rain on the way, it is very much going to be that today. Once it's baled, it's a lot safer, but at the moment, it's looking very, very open. So let's tip this, and then we can get back out to the field. We did suspect rain was on the way today, and it had been forecast, so it's not overly surprising. I'm looking at not having too many rows. So my original plan was going to be to use our windrower and try and row these together a bit, so that we were doing a little bit less of the less work with our baler. But I think we're actually going to be all right. I think we're going to end up with not having to do too many rows. So yeah, it's not going to be a problem, I don't think. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, very much didn't need the wider header on this. This is going to be more than enough to do our fields on this farm. And in actual fact, it'll give us an upgrade path later on. Will allow us to, yeah, to get bigger header later on. I think we've got plenty of space for a slightly wider header, but this one works well. This is absolutely brilliant on our farm. We are getting, yeah, about another half a tank off here, so it's just over. Oh, actually, it might be just under, because we had a little bit left in the combine. So yeah, we're looking pretty good and sitting pretty pretty here. We just need to empty this out, turn off the thresher and the reel, and bring our combine here. I think I might look at getting a different trailer. This is a great flatbed, but it doesn't quite hold as much as I'd like. Looking in the trailers, we want something. How much does this carrot take? So without the extension, this class will take 12. Yeah, we want one of these. So if one of these appears in the shop under here, then we want to grab it. We've not got one. There's not an option at the moment. But yeah, I think upgrading the trailer, it doesn't quite work with what we want on the combine at the moment. There we go. We're good. Right, I'm going to park my combine over here, because that, I think, is probably done for the day. I do like that combine a lot. And then we'll get our little Massey here and get working with this. Somebody is converting over Matt XJS's Ford 6810 if any of you haven't seen that. I would love to have that on here. I'm very tempted when that comes out to either just buy it outright on here or replace our current little Massey with it, because man, to have that on here would just work so well with the setup we're running at the moment. There we go. So I'm gonna put this down here like so, and we'll get the baler out and we'll get this field baled up, and then we're protecting the straw rather nicely. Again, not a ooh, don't want to be in that. I want to be in my tractor. Again, not a thing that's a gameplay thing, just something for my own realism. Although we do have some grass on here, so it's going to be a very mixed bale that comes out of here first. Probably going to get a silage bale out of it, actually. Which is... oh no, because we're doing straw, it has switched to straw. That's quite cool. I like that that's a thing. Of our 2 barley fields, this is the one I'm expecting to have the lower yield on. So in the next video, we're going to be taking on, I think, taking on the second barley field. We're not going to have much else to do, and yeah, I think we need to get that cut. So we'll be taking on the second barley field and getting, like this, getting that cut and the grain stored and baled. Unlike this field, we have it fully fertilized and everything except the lime done. So the yield we get off there should be pretty good. I'm expecting quite a good, strong yield off there. A fairly high amount of barley, hopefully to give us a good setup. We've had about, well, as I said, we've had about 13,000 litres off this field. Actually, we can check that. Let's have a look. So we've had 11,637. So just under 2 full tanks off here. And yeah, that'll do us grand. That will. It also shows me that when we get extra land, when we expand our space here, we will be able to get. We'll be able to continue to use the combine on here, which is great. I'm very, very pleased about that. I mean, this field here, I would expect to when we buy plot 25 eventually, expand that out a ways as well. That should work quite well. I would expect the same when we get plot 27 with field 2 to expand that out and do that. So yeah, I think our combine is going to be good for the size of field we've got for a while. Both with the header we've got and potential future headers as well. I think the tree that we got in that corner there is going to have to go though eventually. It's small, it won't grow any bigger, and so yeah, we can get rid of it. It's not a tree that is going to be any use to us really. Actually, I don't know how much we'll be able to extend this field without, yeah, going into sort of the raised area and things there, and me wanting to have sort of a separate field and maybe maintain some of the bushes and stuff that's there at the moment. It could be that yeah, we only add maybe another third onto this field. Would make it a little bit bigger and a little bit nicer, but yeah, I don't think it's a massive amount I'm looking to add on to any of these fields on here. So small equipment is very much going to be the order of the day for a while on here, and that's not going to change anytime soon. This is producing a good number of bales. We've had a nice number of bales off here, actually. Quite pleased with this. Whether we'll get one more after this, I don't know, but certainly that is another full bale. We've got that row of very little bits of straw, and we have got a whole nother field, of course, that we're going to be baling as well. So I want to grab all of the straw off this field that I can. But, ooh, how high is this going to go? This probably needs to go to about 70-80% for us to have a hope of having enough straw in that next row. And it's only gone as far as 60. Didn't pick up that last little bit. Let's go grab that. There are a few little bits of straw around this field. But I don't think it's going to be enough to get one more bale off. Still, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bales off this field. Yeah, none at the top end. That's pretty good. It now kind of depends on where we can store them. I'd like to get them under cover if I can. But not the end of the world if we don't. We can come and sort that out later. As I said, I just wanted to really get the straw up off the field, clear it off, and then we can probably get these removed at our leisure. Last little bit of straw, and it takes us up to 82%? No, 81% in total. But still, not a problem. We're looking pretty good. Lift that up, take this back, and we can park this in the shed. Now, I'm not sure I have a bale spike. That's the other thing I need to check. No, we don't actually have a bale spike. So there is going to be that to go and grab. How much one is, I'm not sure. Let's have a look here. Front loaders, front loader tools. A basic bale spike is 600. So we do have enough. Yeah, we do have enough to grab a basic bale spike. I might go and grab one of those quickly so that we are not worrying about whether we can afford it the next day. You know, we can go a little bit into the red for that. But if we go into the red before I get it, I won't be able to get it. So, there we go. So, front loader tool on. Like so. There we go. And I'm just going to pop down the shop, grab us a bale spike, and then we'll be able to get those. Or maybe I can get those bales in that back of the in the back of the shed. I don't think that audio issue we were having earlier with the combine was actually the combine on reflection. I think there was a little bit of an issue with the audio going into my recording PC. So apologies for that, and hopefully that's cleared up now. Yes, it's fairly late in the video, but never mind. Right, we want to get this. Our bale spike, so let's buy that. Leaves us with just under £300. Really would like to get that weight, but yeah, we can't at the moment. We will eventually. We're gonna have the money soon because we're gonna be selling 11,000. It's not enough. We might make. We're not going to get a massive windfall from our crops. We got a bigger windfalls from our from doing the silage bales. So back at the farm, and we're going to put the weight on the back. There we go. And that should now. I've got space in that corner actually for these. I know that's where my trailer normally goes, but we can get these out of the elements just by taking them over there. 3, 3, yeah, 8. So it's a rock there. Right, line this up with the middle. If we can get nice and straight on it. So, and then like that. There we go. And that will make things easier overall for us. And lining up for the next one. Although it is slightly far over this one. Right, line it up. goes. And there we go. Stacking first person. There you have it. One nice thing about a small farm like this is it's really easy to transport stuff back to your yard and back to your shed. At that. So we are going to just grab one bale each on the last two, so that we can put one over to the right and then one on the top. And then that is all of these straw bales nicely stacked away. I don't think they're worth a lot of money. I think if we sell them, we won't make a lot. We're not going to be doing any animals initially that take straw bales. That's the problem we got at the moment, is that yeah, neither the sheep nor the chickens will take straw bales. So gotta fit this down on here, preferably without hitting my cedar. There we go. That's onto that. It's all a bit tight in here. Despite the size of this shed, it's all a bit tight. Right, where I'm going to put the combine, I don't know. Final bale. Up on the top. Now, I think the rain that we've got on the way should clear fairly nicely overnight. But we have managed to get the straw nicely in and under cover. There we go. And off. Perfect. So, nice stack of bales there. I'm pretty happy with that. How much is that front 3-point worth? Because I don't think it's actually worth anything to us. Especially with what I'm planning to do next time we're doing some mowing. So, let's go into our thing and miscellaneous. Oh, wow. I could sell that and get that new rear weight. I think that is going to be a very good idea. Because, yeah, we need more rear weight on the back of this tractor. And at the moment, we don't have the money to do it. Selling that front 3-point absolutely would give us the money to do it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to look at that as a possible solution going forwards. However, there we go. That is us done for the day. We've managed to get our field harvested, baled, and the bales collected. We've got 11,000 litres of barley so far. And, yeah, next time we're going to continue the harvest and cut the rest of it. We should break 20,000, maybe even hit 25,000, which would be great. At top price, that might be worth about 15,000. Which would also be really good. So I'm going to leave this here for now, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.